So that kind of sucked, you know? You kind of spend 60 minutes hoping that you get paid for something that you don't really get paid for. Yeah, that sucks. What's up, you guys? Tech Anime coming at you guys today with a brand new video. And in this video, I decided that I would give you guys a little bit of insight on a tutoring platform that I've been using now for quite some time. The platform is called Wyzant. And I'm here today in order to give you the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads, the tips, and things of that nature that you need to know before you get started using Wyzant. So, Wyzant is actually a tutoring platform that I've been using now for a while. I've probably accumulated maybe around 130 hours on it, and I've been very consistent on trying to get a 5-star rating. Right now I'm sitting at a 4.9 rating, which is pretty good for me considering the fact that I put in 130 hours. So when you're actually initially getting started, the first thing that you have to do is you come in, you have to put in a little bit of initial background information, such as, what you are capable of tutoring, your experience in terms of tutoring, and maybe even something like, your experience as far as anything related to the educational academia background. And the idea here is that once you actually send off your application, the Wyzant team is going to review it. It typically takes, I believe, roughly about a week or two in order for you to get back a word from Wyzant's team, and then they will actually approve you and you can start tutoring. So the tutoring process is really, really simple, very easy. The first thing that you have to do is you just have to find students. And in order to find students, I will say that it's most definitely going to be hard for somebody who's getting started tutoring for the very first time. However, I will admit that there is an abundance of different things that you can actually tutor on the platform. I'm actually surprised and impressed by the fact that they have so many different things that you can tutor people in. Everything from coding all the way to even if you know something as far as a musical instrument, or even if you're really good in Adobe Photoshop, you can tutor people in it. And you can set your own prices and everything. So let's go ahead and go into the pros. So pro number 1. Huge variety of tutoring opportunities. Like I said before, if you're good at Photoshop, you're in there. If you're good at SQL, you're in there. If you're good at computer engineering, you're in there. If you're good at anything and everything, best believe there is somebody on that platform that's looking for your help. And guess what? You can charge whatever you want because at the end of the day, you're your own boss. That brings us to pro number 2, which is that it is a very flexible platform. Flexibility is everything nowadays, especially with all of us working from home and doing things from home. It's most definitely a really good benefit to be able to say that, hey, I can do tutoring either in person or online. Most of the time I do online because I know that, I can just schedule something online. It makes it really easy for me. Do your whole operation online, strictly online. So that is really good. Flexibility is a must in today's era, and you have the ability to, like I said before, set your hours in a day as well as set how much you're willing to get paid for those hours. So you have the ability to say, hey, I don't want to take this student at this particular time, so you just don't take the student at that particular time. Or you can say, hey, for this student, I might feel like I want to bump down my rate or maybe even increase my rate because I see that the work is going to be a little bit more. That brings us into pro number 3. This one is also a big one as well. They have a really decent platform. When I say decent platform, I mean that it's all right. Every once in a while, whenever it's not working, it's still a really decent platform because they give you a whiteboard, they give you a coding area, and of course, you also get to do the video chat as well. So that is a plus and a plus. And that brings us now to some of the cons. So what are some of the cons, you all may be saying? Well, hard to please students. I can tell you a ton of stories. With some hard to please students. Best believe, I have my fair share of hard to please students. I have one time tutored a person for 60 minutes straight. I've actually helped them out, and then when we got down to the very end, and I remember I asked questions throughout the way, hey, is this all making sense? Is this good? And we got all the way to the end, and they gave me a 2-star. I decided to just fully refund them and say, hey, if you ever could give me some feedback throughout, or if you could give me feedback even now, I would greatly appreciate it. And they didn't give me any feedback. But overall, I will say that you have to be very careful. The hard to please students are most definitely out there. You just have to make sure that You have your own particular routine for how you want to handle different students. So if you are working with your particular set of students, go and ask them, hey, throughout the session, hey, am I doing good? Am I doing all right? Does everything work out for me? You know, is this all working out for you? And tell me, you know, give me any feedback afterwards. If you are doing an excellent job, you are in the green zone. You don't even have to worry about it because you're gonna get 5 stars out the wazoo. Other than that, I also wanted to give a couple of tips as well. So by no means do you have to be an expert in any subject area in order to tutor. If you're good at something, go for it. Know when to say no. No matter what, I can't tell you, oh my gosh. I have been overloaded sometimes to the point where I was so backed up on tutoring that it was actually conflicting with my school schedule. So I had to eventually kind of start saying, you know, okay, I have only but this many hours in a day in order to tutor. So I'm going to make sure that I do not go over these amount of hours. So make sure you limit yourself, because if you are working, say, another job, doing school, and doing tutoring on the side, then most definitely try to ensure that you do not overload yourself. Do not try to solve any problems that you do not know. Please, people, oh my gosh. I've had some tutors that have come in and they would try to almost finagle and act like they knew how to solve a problem, only giving me the wrong answer. And the thing is that you have to make sure that as a tutor, no matter what, you understand the concepts that you're gonna cover. If you don't really 100% know what you're doing, it's okay to just say, I think I'm completely lost. Don't really know how to solve this problem. That's it, you guys. I wanted to go ahead and wrap it up. Once again, you guys stay tuned for more videos. This is Tech Anime, and remember, just keep posted, you guys. Tech Anime out.